Hello viewers, today the topic for discussion is application of Rule 36.4 in the GSTR 3B of June 2021. This topic I have divided into three parts. First part, I will teach you what is Rule 36 sub Rule 4, just demo 1 minute. Second part, I will teach you what are the relaxation given by government for GSTR 3B of April 21 and May 21. And part 3, we will discuss the cumulative effect of Rule 36.4 which we are required to give in GSTR 3B of June 21. So first part, say I am a supplier, Mr. Anil sir is a recipient. I supplied goods to him of rupees 1480 plus 18% GST. These are all the invoice details. Correct. Now, as a supplier, I will collect what? Rupees 1480 from him. This is my money. And as a supplier, I will also collect GST of 266 from recipient. And this GST which I have collected, I shall pay to the government. So supplier collects GST from the recipient and pays to the government. And as soon as supplier pays GST, the recipient can get ITC, input tax credit. This is how it works. Correct. Now listen. If I am a supplier, whether supplier of goods or supplier of services, I supply goods or service to the recipient. As a supplier, I am required to file GSTR1, outward supply return details, by 11th of the subsequent. And as soon as supplier files GSTR1, this invoice details get auto-populated. This ITC get auto-populated in recipients, which statement? GSTR2B. This ITC gets auto-populated and then only he can avail this ITC. Correct? Recipient can view this ITC details. See this. This is what? GSTR2B. See this. Say Anil sir is opening his GSTR2B for the month of July. See this. This is GSTR2B. Now, whosoever the buyer has purchased goods or services from whosoever supplier, all the supplier details, he can see this in 2B. See this, B2B invoices. All the details will come. ISD invoice, reverse charge, import, credit note, all the details are coming in the 2B. Correct. The recipient can verify each supplier wise detail. Pura detail, see this. Entire detail from whosoever has purchased goods, the recipient can see in GSTR 2B. Fair enough. Now, what is this Rule 36 sub Rule 4? Part 1 begins. Part 1. Say for the month of December 20, I am a recipient. I purchase goods from this supplier, 1 lakh plus 12% GST. This supplier correctly filed GSTR1. And through his GSTR1, this input tax credit detail got auto-populated in my 2B. This is correct. This 12,000 I can see in my 2B. Fair enough. Now from this supplier, I avail services 3 lakh plus 18% GST. He also filed GSTR1 correctly. So this ITC of 54,000 also I can see in my 2B. Correct. Now what happened? From this supplier, I avail services of 5 lakh plus 18% GST. But this supplier did not file GSTR1. Since he did not file GSTR1, this 90,000 ITC never came in my 2B or my 2A. I cannot see in my 2B. This is not available. Correct. Now from this supplier, I again took service of 2 lakh plus 12%. He filed GSTR1, but instead of my GST number, he wrote someone else's GST number. So again, this 24,000 credit is not coming in my GSTR2. So if you carefully see, how much is my actual ITC as per purchase register? What is my eligible ITC as per purchase register if you add 1 lakh 80? However, how much I can see in my 2B? Only 60,000. So difference of 1 lakh 20 is not available in my 2B. Now you know what Rule 36 sub Rule 4 is saying? How much was my ITC as per purchase register? 180. How much I could have seen in 2B? Say only 66. Example say 66,000. Now what it says? How much ITC I can avail in GST 3B of December 20? कितना मैं ले सकता हूँ सर? December 20 में मैं कितना ले सकता हूँ? As per Rule 36.4, maximum eligible ITC. Maximum eligible ITC was whatever ITC is auto-populated in my 2B into 105%. Means जितना मेरे 2B में है plus 5%. That only I can take. So how much is my available in 2B? 66,000. So I have to ignore whatever is there in my purchase register. Whatever is there in my 2B plus 5%. Maximum I could avail 69,300. So my eligible was 180. How much I could avail? 69,300. Remaining ITC 180 minus 69 I will avail when in next month or months when the credit will come in my 2B. So all the recipients are left to the mercy of the supply. If the credit is coming in 2B, then only they can take the ITC, as they are not able to take. This is there in Rule 36. Correct, dangerous rule. Now, for a change, because of COVID-19, government has relaxed this rule. Relaxed. For which period? For the period of GSTR 3B of April 21 till GSTR 3B of May 21. For 2 months, it is relaxed. So now the recipients for this period of April and May could claim actual ITC as per their purchase register. Jitna hai utna le. We have to ignore 2B. 2B is to be ignored only for these 2 months. Okay, so for this 2 months, we are not left at the mercy of supply because of COVID. Correct. So recipients are started celebrating that. Say for the month of April, my ITC as per purchase register was 300. But what was auto-populated in my 2B? Only 270. I could ignore 270. I can take entire 300. Correct. Similarly for May, my ITC was say 400. My auto-populated was 380. I will ignore 2B. I will avail entire 400 rupees. Okay, so I'm very happy. So only for this 2 period, I can take the ITC as per my purchase register. I will ignore 2B. But third part is, don't be so happy. Government will not make you too happy. You have to give cumulative effect of Rule 36(4) in GST 3B of June 21. Government says, recipient, please don't be too happy. Rule 36(4) was relaxed only for April and May. In the month of June, you need to give cumulative effect of 105% of auto-populated ITC as per 2B. So auto-populated ITC of April 21 to June 21, which is there in 2B, into 105% you can take. Correct? Into 105%. You need to compare of 3 months. Whatever actual ITC you have availed in 2B in April and May, if there is any excess, you need to reverse that in 3B. This is the cumulative effect you are required to do. Okay, I prepared 2 case studies for your clarity. See, case study 1. Case study 1. Now you will understand it better. Clear? See, for the month of April, my ITC as per purchase register was 500. My auto populated only 2B was 270. How much I can take? Actual as per purchase register. 2B to मैं ignore करूंगा. So I will avail entire 500. Similarly for May, my ITC was 400. My 2B was showing only 380. How much I will avail? Entire 400. But for the month of June, my ITC as per purchase register is 700. In my 2B, it is only 450. Only 450. So now I need to take cumulative effect. In June, I cannot avail actual. In June, I need to give cumulative effect. So add all the ITC as per purchase register for 3 months. Comes to 1600. Add all the ITC which is coming in 3B for 3 months. 1100. Okay. So how much I can take in my 3B of June 21? Whatever ITC is auto-populated from April to June, 1100 into 105%. This is the maximum I can take, 1155. This is the maximum I can see. This is a cumulative of 3 months, 1155 cumulative I can take, 1155. Now please listen. ITC, how much I have already taken in April and May? April and May में तो मैं ले चुका हूँ. This 900 I have already taken. Maximum I can avail as per Rule 36 sub Rule 4 1155. I have already availed in 2 months 900. So balance ITC in June I can avail only 255. So June में अगर purchase register if you see it is 700. How much you are taking? Only 255. So please be careful. This is case study 1. You need to give cumulative effect. Clear? One more case study for cumulative effect. Okay, please listen. Say for April 21, my ITC as per purchase register was 1200. In my 2B, it was 300. How much I will take? Actual, 1200. For the month of May, it was 1800 as per purchase register. In my 2B came only 500. So how much I have taken? 1800. Now for June, for my June, purchase register was 1000. In my 2B came only 400. How much I can avail in June? How much is total cumulative effect you need to give? For 3 month purchase register is 4,000. For 3 month 2B is only 1200. Only 1200. Give cumulative effect. Auto populated for April, May, June 2B into 105%. So 1200 plus 5% comes to how much? Only how much it comes? 1260. This is the maximum I can take. 1260. Correct? Now listen. ITC to be taken cumulative 1260. For April and May, how much I've already availed? I have availed more than 1260. I have already availed 3000. So this excess which I have already taken 1260 minus 3000, I will reverse in my GSTR 3B of June 1740. And I will also be subjected to interest at the rate of 18% per annum. For 2 months, it will be around 3%. So please, please, please be very careful. Be very careful with this cumulative effect of Rule 36, Sub Rule 4. Clear? If you have any queries, my email ID was there at the beginning. Okay, please ask any queries if you want. Thank you so much, each and everyone. For any such updates, I will keep sharing such lectures with you. Stay tuned for more such updates. Goodbye. Take care.